Adam and Eve were kicked out of the upper world and had to build a house and make a living on a barren land. Adam worked in the fields, and Eve wove cloth. Eva was born in the first year, so she had many children, but no one was the same. Some were cute and pretty, others were ugly. Several decades have passed. One day God sent an angel to warn Adam and Eve that God would visit and see how they were living. With joy, Eve thought that God was truly merciful. She cleaned the house, cleaned the door, decorated it beautifully, and spread sedge out in the yard to dry. Then she called her beautiful children, washed their faces, combed their hair, and dressed them in new clothes. Eve also told them to be obedient when God came to visit. They must bow to him, give him their hands to kiss, and answer his questions clearly and coherently. And ugly children are not allowed to show their faces. She hid one in a pile of hay, another in the ceiling, a third in a pile of straw, a fourth in the oven, a fifth in the cellar, a sixth in a barrel, a seventh in a barrel of wine. No, the eighth was covered with an old fur coat, the 9th and 10th were under a blanket, the 11th and 12th were hidden under a cowhide. Just as she finished her work, she heard a knock on the door. Looking through the door, Adam saw God standing outside the door. He respectfully opened the door to let him in. The handsome children stood in a row, bowed and knelt down to give him their hands to kiss. He bestows grace on each child. He patted the first child and number 39's head and said, "You will become king of a powerful country." Day did the same with the second child, "I am the prime minister." Third child, "I and number 39, am an earl." Fourth child, "I am a knight." Fifth child, "I am a nobleman." Sixth child, "I am a citizen." Seventh child, "I am a merchant." Eighth child, "I am a scholar." One by one, all 12 children were blessed by him. Seeing God as gentle and generous, Eva thought to herself, maybe if I drag those ugly people out here, he will give them grace. She called them out of their hiding places, one in the haystack, one in the straw, one in the oven, etc. The rough, dirty, and mangy children came in droves. God smiled and said, "Now I bless you." He patted the first child and number 39's head and said, "You will work in the fields." Second child, "I work as a fisherman." Third child, "I and number 39, am a blacksmith." Fourth child, "I work in leather tanning." Fifth child, "I work in weaving." Sixth child, "I work as a shoemaker." Seventh child, "I work as a tailor." Eighth child, "I work in pottery." Ninth child, "I work as a rickshaw puller." 10th child, "I and number 39, am a boat driver." 11th child, "I work as a village miner." 12th child, "I will live forever." After witnessing the blessing scene, Eva said, "Dear God, why Don and number 39 you bless all at the same time? All of these are born children, so they must be equally blessed." God replied, "Eva, you Don and number 39 understand what I do. It is my duty to make sure that your children will live everywhere on earth. If everyone is a prime minister or an earl, who will be the one who grows the grain, threshes the rice, grinds the flour, and bakes the cakes? Who will be the one who makes the forge, weaves cloth, makes furniture, builds houses, gardens, embroiders and sews?" Depending on each person and number 39's ability, Each person helps the other so that everyone has food and clothing, and supports each other like a hand and a leg." After listening, Eva said, "Oh my God, please forgive me, I spoke without thinking carefully. His will come true in my children." Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.